Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for Random Run Day here on the channel. Today we're going to be spinning the wheel to figure out which character we're going to be playing, along with what endgame boss we're going to be going to, and I've also added greed now to the boss table. So if we land on greed, that means we got to do a greed run, and let's just go and find out exactly who we're going to be playing. And again, thank you all very much for all the support. I know that a lot of people are excited about this new format for Random Run Day, and I am as well. So let's figure out who we're going to be playing today. Let's find out. And we're going to be playing as regular Eve, okay? And the boss item, the boss that we're going to be playing against is going to be Eve to, okay. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Eve to Delirium, woof. Okay, well, regular Eve is fine. Going up against Delirium shouldn't be that much of a problem, but it really kind of just depends on, you know, like any Isaac Rome, what we're going to get. Echo Lima, Juliet Papa, Victor Hotel, Mike 2. So we've got regular Eve. You know, I don't remember the last time I actually played as her, but essentially you have the Whore Babylon right off the bat, so it's passive, so you don't have to worry about it getting removed or anything like that. She can activate it on one heart instead of a half heart like Isaac. And if I really wanted to, I could use the Razor Blade to trigger that. Yeah, I might as well. But yeah, I'm honestly really stoked about Random Run Days. There's something about the new format that it's almost like a mini game in the mini game itself, you know. And the numbers have been showing it. The people have been coming back to Sundays, been tuning in for the wheels and all that. And you know, eventually when I do add more modifiers, like I am planning on adding a modifier wheel. I have to figure out how to configure it properly, but essentially we would spin a third wheel that would say something like to the effect of modifiers yes or no, and then if it lands on yes, then we'll have, you know, there'll be a special wheel. I don't want to get too many wheels involved because it is a little bit unwieldy to do without doing any editing at all. But I do want to make sure that we have a lot of fun options, but also, of course, I don't want it to get too wacky, too crazy, you know. But the Random Run Days have been cool. I like this. I like this idea of just full-on randomness, and then we can really set the parameters without having to go to like a different website or anything like that. We can just simply say, hey, this is what I want on the wheel. This is what I don't want on the wheel, and then just let fate decide. So we got to go Delirium here on lap 1. Ugh. This is it's going to be a little bit tricky. Eve is a very powerful character early on, but yeah, we're going to need a lot more power than just Robo Baby. I feel bad. I didn't even. I don't even have the question of the episode up here.
That's the reason why.
I'm pulling it up live as we go. So, going on to last week's question of the episode. This is from the Return of the King Baby episode. This one coming in from Joho2, who said, two-part question: what is the synergy between bad items that ends up being amazing, and also what synergies that by themselves win a run without needing anything else? So the easy answer to that first part anyway. What are two bad items that make an amazing synergy? It's Marked and Cursed Eye. That is the original God combo. And the Dream combo there was the first time that I discovered that one was way back, and I think Rebirth, and it was incredible because no one had ever seen Cursed Eye before. Oh man, like some Spoonbender here. No one had ever seen Cursed Eye, and because it was brand new, so we were still in the sort of the discovering what items do phase in Isaac, if you can remember that so long ago. And when I found out that Marked had a crazy good synergy with Cursed Eye, it's one of the most surprising and unique synergies that you probably haven't seen before. And it, you know, how it's changed over the years, I'm not exactly sure because I don't remember the last time we had the Marked Cursed Eye combo, but with the first time that we saw it, it's just a massive tears up, and I mean a massive tears up. You still have to worry about getting teleported, obviously, but it's worth it. Just because it's basically like having a permanent reverse chariot card. It's that fast. So that was one of the best, most surprising two items that turned out to be great. And then the second question was which item synergy can just carry you. The easy one, obviously, is just going to be Brimstone Sacred Heart. But if you want something a little bit more unique than that, pretty much Pyromaniac and any explosive item out there, I'd say that would be the best one for you. We saw what happened with Nod Leaf and 120 Volt. That's a fantastic one as well, albeit it's not very fast, but it's very, very strong. You get our Devil Deal here, and yeah, it's not good, man. I will take the shovel though. I'll take the shovel for two reasons. One, I want to make sure that we have a Devil Deal locked in. Two, I want to make sure that we have something that we can, if we're going to replace the Razor Blade, it's got to be something that we can use often and possibly have a pretty high ceiling of return. Varicose Veins is not it, but we'll take it anyway. But this also locks in our Whore of Babylon transformation too, so we don't have to worry about whether or not we're going to be able to maintain the damage bonus and movement speed bonus that we get from Whore of Babylon. We just need some tears though. Super Secret Room should be, you know. There's one thing about regular Eve is that she doesn't really have that great of a tears rate. It's literally base Isaac, but if you can combine it with a good tears upgrade early on, combine that with the fact that you've got Whore of Babylon activated, you're gonna be in for a fun time. 15 cents is definitely worth it for us to go into the shop here. See if we can sneak any other extra. We're not under any time constraints because obviously we're going to Delirium, so we want to get as powerful as we possibly can. It's not even a want; we have to. I mean, Charge Baby's fine, I guess. Just not what we wanted, man. And then the secret room's probably maybe here. I'm happy that we have Spoonbender though. That's gonna be a big help for us. Put extra money here. Would have liked to have gotten maybe one or two more soul hearts inside the shop, but what can you do? Okay, we're not going to figure out exactly what was inside of our dice room, unfortunately. Yeah, I think that we used our keys wisely here. And I will take the strength card just in case we get another Devil Deal. So I have gotten the new graphics card, but unfortunately it's not in the computer right now. And that was a long process yesterday. It was a very disappointing day because I was so excited to have the new card, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pop this in, and then we get to go do some tests, yada yada yada. Yeah, it turned into a whole day affair thing because unfortunately, this Origin PC that I've got, they did not give me extra PCI power cables for the power supply, and of course, with my luck, the 5080, it requires a third power hookup from the PCI Express slot, or from the power supply, I mean, to the PCI Express slot. So I only had two of the cables hooked up, and then I scrambled to try to find a third one. I didn't have one. Should be able to skip out of here. Wow, that's so hard. And we get a Tears upgrade. Huge. Big time plays. The long story short, I don't have the new graphics card in today, and I won't be able to put it in until later on this weekend because I've got to get Pokemon stuff ready, and yeah. So it's ongoing, but I do have the card on me. I'm looking forward to getting an upgrade. It's been 5 years since I bought anything for my computer, so you know, and it was okay. It was a pricey upgrade, but it was one that, you know, I look at it as it's gonna let me run games a lot better. And the 3090 was a great card too. Like it's still a great card. It still works fine. I've always suspected that this graphics card has been bad since the get-go. but the 3090s performed well. It's definitely been the best card that I've ever had. Other than the 980, I want to say, way back in the day. That card was incredible as well. But modern cards anyway, the 3090 was very, very good. And I plan on using it on my second PC as well for other games and stuff. Or rendering and that sort of stuff. God, dude. Well, thank God we got Magic Mush, because these item rooms have been woof. You get PH Dizzle here, which is going to give us Pretty Fly. I am going to bomb here, even though I probably shouldn't. I don't really care. I want to see what this here is. It's going to be a health up container. It's actually the first time I noticed that on this run, but I will take the health up. Even though it is ruining our Polaroid invincibility, or not Polaroid invincibility, but it's ruining our Whore of Babylon state. We still need the HP for the Devil Deals, and hopefully we can get one here. The Magic Mush. Big time Magic Mush plays here. Another Tears upgrade, I'm fine with that. And our DPS is starting to really take off right now. Yeah, it's been a challenging day yesterday, but today is going to be a much better day, I think. I'm looking forward to streaming. I'm looking forward to getting Pokemon cards done and all that kind of stuff. I love there's something that I just really enjoy about sending like signed metal prints and hats and shirts and that kind of stuff out to the mosh pit, to know that I'm giving. That was stupid. I should have opened that before starting the room. We could have skipped out of here. There's something very satisfying to me about signing like a metal print and then sending it off to the mosh pit, knowing that someone's waiting for it on the other end, and you know, they're gonna frame it and that sort of stuff. It's a very endearing feeling, and that kind of stuff keeps me going, man. It's easy to get lost in the sauce some days on with this job here. It's easy to lose sight of the people who make the channel what it is. And I've been enjoying random run days. It gives me a nice little break of doing our regular Eden runs, but also I never know what we're gonna get. And like today, I was not anticipating we're gonna be having to go up against Delirium. But here we are, and we got to make it happen. And the game's accommodating us a little bit anyway with Magic Mush. Thank you, game. I go in the crawl space. I won't make that mistake again. We get a black market. Wow. Come on, Shovel. I do want a movement speed upgrade. Stopwatch is good. Our battery could be okay. If we get a Soul Heart generator, the car battery would be it. Sorry, Spider Mod. Remember, we got to do what we got to do here, to just keep increasing our power curve. We're not utilizing Whore Babylon right now, obviously, but for good reason. World card. I'm just gonna go ahead and use that right meow. I'd say the shovel has paid off pretty well so far. That was a good acquisition. Sometimes it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes you just get a bunch of crap crawl spaces and that's it. That's a funny game. We get Pyromaniac, brother. Speaking of Pyromaniac, look at that. The Pyromaniac's gonna give us explosion immunity. On top of that, if we do get hit by anything explosive, it's gonna heal us for a half heart, which is real nice. Half red heart, that is. That is really nice. Really nice. Really nice. Work out here with the cardio coin. I think it is worth it for us to just play this. We have PhD, which is going to give us the double hit, and on top of that, it's going to give us the Whore Babylon activation. So right here, we get lots of money and lots of luck upgrades too. Oh my goodness, that's a ton. So this is where Eve really starts to take off here. When you're able to utilize that Whore Babylon transformation and able to maintain it, that's the biggest thing. And this is where she can really start popping off. See me pulling off the trigger there just a little bit so I don't accidentally detonate any of those bomb flies. Again, all about controlling your outgoing damage, etc., etc. We need a Yave though. Game. We can just get one of them there Yaves. Maybe it's one bomb for 5 cents. It's equivalent trade there. Okay, so we still need. We absolutely have to get into the shop here. And I didn't want to use a half heart there, but and then we get a greed fight, of course. Well, at least Steam Sale is going to allow us to get as many things as we want on the next shop. That isn't a greed fight, of course. Another aspect that was a little bit frustrating, not a little bit, 85% double deal chance, by the way. Yeah. Okay, I feel a little hard done by that one there, game. 85% double deal chance. But one of the things that was very frustrating, and other than the fact that I didn't have the amount of power cables, is that I drove every which way around town to try to find a Type 4 PCI Express power cable that would fit a Corsair power supply, and nowhere had them. I mean, I drove around all day yesterday. This is after disassembling the PC, because unfortunately, whenever you get a pre-built, and this is the reason why I don't normally have pre-builts, is because everything gets bolted in, and they have a lot of proprietary parts in their cases to make it look all neat and nice and with a clean presentation. But the problem with that is that if you have to take it apart for whatever reason, it becomes kind of a nightmare. Kind of like this room here. We could theoretically use the strength card here to give us an extra HP container. I think that's honestly not a bad idea. Got D-Bizzle, by the way. Get 9 volt. If I use the strength card and then take damage, it will give us a permanent HP container, and then oh well, I can't bomb myself because we've got pyro. I could just heal myself with pyro. That's what I probably should have done before I went back to that spike room. We could conceivably gain a 4th HP container here. I would just need to use it before going into the curse room. Although the secret room might be here. So if I were to... Yeah, so I'm going to use the strength card, and then I'm going to take damage deliberately there. And then this strength card just becomes... Okay, no, it doesn't give you the... It does not maintain the full heart. Okay. That's the question mark that I had, so that's fine. That's fine. We end up just using it to heal anyway. Get the 9 volt here, which is kind of overkill at this point. You have all this money and nothing to spend it on. Mysterious paper I will take. Definitely would like to try to get boss rush here. We're going to need everything and anything that we can get. Remember, we've got to go to Delirium here. This is... As great as Magic Mush is, this is not a This is not a delirium killing build yet. Okay. So we still have not found our item room. And this is also just one giant circle. Okay. So anyway, yeah, driving all around town looking for a power cable was not fun. It's always a blast trying to explain to someone who doesn't know anything about computers. Say, hey, I need this specific cable, and they're like, I don't even know what that is, dude. Oh, I did that. I was kind of hoping that we're going to find a soul heart generator at this point for the car battery acquisition. Sounds like a Monty Python sketch. Get another HP upgrade here. And yeah, it's not good, man. It's none of those. Yep. That'd be none of them, game. None of the above. The game made us wait 5 floors before we got our second devil deal. And then it gives us a 4 devil deal. But it's all familiars. Which is not conducive with what we want to beat Delirium. We need to have a proper super run here. And yeah, we're getting all this money, but nothing to spend it on. It's like an Isaac money ball. Imagine being in a situation where you just have too much money to spend. Like, you can't spend enough money fast enough. I don't think I could ever envision being in a scenario like that. You had to spend $1 billion today. I think I would just buy gold. It would just be all gold. It's such an absurd. Even $1 million is. A lot of people toss around the term $1 million these days like it's nothing, but it's the people who think $1 million is nothing have never ever known what it's like to have no money. That is such an astronomical amount of money that 99.9% of people can only dream about. And then you tack a B on top of that, $1 billion. That's it's disgustingly rich. An Emperor card here, and well, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get Boss Rush, which really sucks. The keys have been such an issue on this run too. There's that Eternal Heart, which I am going to get. We may end up having to... We might end up having to play the arcade for a key, because the game is very clearly just not going to give us one here. Not playing this game. We ain't down with this one here. Beef. There's the bedroom, obviously. But for now... Lava Coal with Magic Mush would be nice, if we can get it. And of course we didn't. You know, for the fact that we have Magic Mush, the fact that we still are sitting at 4.59 damage is pretty telling. Magic Mush is not the end-all be-all. You need to have actual damage upgrades in order for it to really shine. And right now, of course, we get the $1. One of the rarest items in the game. We don't even need it. And right now we do not have. We don't have the stats. We don't have the accompanying support stats to make Magic Mush really truly shine. Having a damage multiplier is great, but if you get no damage upgrades, then well, guess what? You might as well just not even have a damage multiplier. And it's like, yeah, we could. I can't believe we haven't found a key yet. It's like, yeah, we could get down to Whore Babylon, but then it's like, well, then we have no HP. We're not going to get any help here either. Oh boy, this is sad. Not a single key. Not a single key, game. All we want is just one key. Let me get into the shop at least to see my greed fight and then get mad about it, and then we'll just go about our day. We have like the world's worst secret room placements. Where the hell is the secret room? Can't be there. It could be there. Oh yeah, it is there. Okay, that's right. I remember seeing this room actually. Okay, so it's a greed fight inside of our secret room. All we need to do is just get a key, a singular key. One single Yave game. Thank you. Okay, this has to be a huge store for us here. And it is not. Not in the least bit. I didn't mean to buy that, but it doesn't really matter. Oh boy. We're going to need that Eternal Heart. This is just going to have to be one that we out-tank, and even then, against Delirium, without having Polar Invincibility with these stats, I don't know, man. This is bad. This is a bad situation to be in. And we keep getting these absolute garbo items. I mean, How to Jump versus Delirium is not great. Yeah, this is bad news bears, team. These bears are all bad news. Our full card was over here, I believe, somewhere. Thought. Was our full card not over there? Am I losing my mind? Might be losing my mind. Am I really going insane here? There it is. Good lord, man. The reason why I wanted the full card is because I don't want to fight Mom without... I don't want to fight Mom without any protection on that Eternal Heart. I don't care about losing our Devil Deal here. We've already found the Devil Deal. It was a Krampus fight, so losing it there doesn't... I don't really care. It's actually better for us to lose the Devil Deal. But, you know, this is one of those times where, you know, could you conceivably call this a bad Magic Mush run? I mean, I definitely could. We've gotten nothing but range upgrades and HP upgrades. We've gotten a couple tiers upgrades, which have been nice, but we need a damage upgrade. And being able to maintain the Whore Babylon state is pretty important here, since we don't have any damage upgrades to help us, but we can't do that because then we have no HP. And the Whore Babylon state it's good. Don't get me wrong, even with Magic Mush, but it's not the end all be. It's only like 1.6 damage more, so this is rough. Gonna take that. We're gonna go back here and grab that Eternal Heart. And then we can protect our Devil Deal on the next floor with this Rotten Heart over here. Definitely want the Emperor card. Oh boy. All right. We need some help here. Black market, damage upgrades, anything. Keeper's Kin is a good item, but not a stat upgrade. And I don't feel good about this run anymore. Magic Mush had me excited, but that excitement's quickly waned here. And June keeps on roaring on here. So it's almost over. June is thankfully almost over. Coming off the high of actually having a good run yesterday. But unless we get some significant changes here in this run, we're in deep here. And at first, honestly, it wouldn't even be that big of a deal, except that we have to go to Delirium. Now, technically speaking, I never said that if we got Delirium, we'd have to go on lap 1. But I think it would be kind of implied, maybe. I mean, I can make up the rules as I go anyway, but I'm going to treat it as if you get Delirium, you've got to do it on the first lap. Unless if we got a run that was just so bad that I'd hit the abort button and do it on the victory lap. I wouldn't necessarily say that this run is there yet, but I'm close. It's pretty bad. In terms of our damage, I mean. It's disappointing, is the word of the day. These have been a constant source of issues here. This is a free bomb, so we might as well just try to get some spiders. Help us out a little bit. Give us the illusion of being able to deal damage. And what a shame it is that we didn't get a spacebar item that's going to synergize with all the ways that we can get a full charge. Real shame. Chubb, I don't know how you haven't transformed yet. How is she still not transformed yet, dude? Wow. That was the latest matriarch transformation I think I've ever seen. She waited until she had like 10% HP left. Just long enough to where we couldn't get the Devil Deal. Get another HP upgrade. Yeah, this is bad. This is really, really bad. This is super duper bad, everybody. We miss out on a devil deal. We're going to miss out on another devil deal on this floor because there's no way that we don't. There's no way that we get through this floor without taking damage. There's no way. We'll be lucky if we make it to the boss right now. How it feels. The run that just never materialized. It had plenty of opportunities to give us damage, and yeah, we're in it right now. My enthusiasm has now gone to a 0 for our prospect of having Magic Mush in this run. And it wouldn't be at a 0 if we didn't have to fight Delirium. Delirium is that's the big X factor here, and that's the one that I'm really nervous about. Honestly, I should have just taken the negative for just having a damage upgrade, because we're not going to maintain Polaroid invincibility here. As important as it is against Delirium, we simply cannot. We can't do it. Dead end train rolls on as always. Always rolls down the train tracks. When Robo Baby 1.0 is our top DPSer, you know you're in trouble. Right? So yeah, if you've ever wanted to see a bad Magic Mush run, here you go. Hope it's everything that it was in your mind. And it's kind of just like Rock Bottom too. You know, Rock Bottom, of course, is triple S tier if and only if you get the accompanying items to make it S tier. And Magic Mush at this point has only acted as a movement speed upgrade and an HP upgrade. That's it. And it's not Magic Mush's fault either. We're just not getting damage. We may have to save bombs to heal against Delirium at this point. It's sad, but it's true. Yeah, it's like I said, just forget about devil deals at this point. It's only a matter of time before you take damage. You don't have enough damage to protect yourself or your HP. It's gonna happen. Going to fight Delirium with 4.59 damage is an absolute... This is a nightmare scenario. It really is a nightmare. With no Polaroid invincibility, no HP generator, no heals. It is the perfect storm of terribleness. Even if we got a devil deal, we would only be able to take like a massive damage upgrade or Brimstone or Mom's Knife or something. Even then, I don't even know if I would take Mom's Knife. Mom's Knife against Delirium on this run. These stats, I don't know about that. No way, game. Okay. All right. Okay, sure. Yeah, this is a disaster in the making. We are in a disaster scenario here. Need to heal myself off of these. You're absolutely in a disaster scenario at this point. You might be looking at this thing and like, oh, you got 8 HP. What's the worry? Dude, have you seen Delirium? Have you ever fought Delirium? And that's with good stats. Just give us the Book of Revelations, or just anything at all, game, anything. Bursting sack. We have to hope that we get bailed out in the chest and we get bailed out in Void. And also avoid Delirium before finding him, or get a teleport card that we can get out of the Delirium fight if we do prematurely find him. Random Run Day throwing up quite the June run, I would say. Yeah, this run had such the makings of an incredible run too. Spoonbender, Magic Mush, Car Battery. We could have balled out of control on this run, and now we're gonna be dogfighting for our lives against Delirium, and that's not a scenario you want to be in. So we have the option now to try to we can clear this floor to try to get some soul hearts, try to get anything that could help us. What we can't do is take a whole bunch of damage. I'm hoping that we get maybe a Joker card. I mean, there's pills that we could still take that could help us out tremendously. If we find a Perks pill, I would take that over the Emperor card easily. Perks pill might save the run. Okay, how about you just start us off with just a red heart? Can we just get a red heart to drop? To heal us one red heart. Thank you. Okay. So how about giving us a soul heart? So you are capable of helping us out. You're just not. Okay, we get double red heart there. It does ruin our Polaroid invincibility. Not that hopefully that we'll ever have to use it. I want to see what's in the skinny room. There's a tinted rock here. I would absolutely take small rock. The singular. That's the first soul heart I think we've seen in I don't know how long. It's been 84 years. Yeah, we need Mysterious Paper. Mysterious Paper can still give us the Polaroid effect. Yes, this is exactly what I was thinking about. We don't have a bomb for the tinted rock though, man. Okay, if we get a tinted rock, We can go into the curse room now for essentially free. There goes all of our spiders, by the way. On 2 nights. Great block by Pretty Fly there. Although I didn't, it was a little premature. I think we would have been able to dodge that. Let's see if we can get Small Rock here. I really don't want to fight the angel statue. Oh, baby. We get a damage upgrade. Holla freaking Lulia. Our first damage upgrade of this entire run. Minus Magic Mush. I have a bomb there, so I could have shoveled our way out, but that's okay. All right, chest. We have hope. We have a little bit of hope. It's unbelievable, isn't it? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. We are that desperate. We are that desperate for a damage upgrade. And Guillotine is it's a big DPS upgrade, given all things considered here with Magic Mush. Getting a Tears rate upgrade and a damage upgrade. Just 2 items have effectively almost doubled our damage. Even then, I think Blue Baby's only friend would still be doing more damage than we will. All right, so now we have to make the decision. Do we clear the chest in hopes that we find more items, or do we just go to Delirium? We have the keys, so I mean, there's no reason not to, I suppose. But this has been quite the journey. A saga, if you will. Maybe even an odyssey. I don't know how I don't know how we killed Pestilence before killing Death. When I was sitting on Death the entire time. Greed is the biggest problem in here. I got sucked into the other one. It's just not going to give us any items, is it? Okay. That's all I need to see. Oh boy. No teleports. We got to hope that we don't run into Delirium immediately. Random run day giving us quite the thrill here. I thought maybe this could be a boss room over here, but there's a pill. Okay. Well, we know there's not going to be a boss in the skinny rooms over there. Take out the Invisi Champion. Oh, you're still alive, huh? Oh, and there's a little one there, too. Neat. The Rainbow Champion. The Reverse Strength card, which... I mean, it's... against any other boss, I would say that's great. But against Delirium... Delirium boss armor is going to make that just not matter. So we lose our last Soul Heart. And I don't know why we're getting so many champions here, but... Okay, and there's no bosses over here. Alright. Alright. Well, the nice thing about having Pyromaniac is that Delirium does have a lot of explosive attacks, so... if all else fails, we can just heal off of his attacks. Hopefully. Okay, so no bosses yet. And of course, this is the only time when we don't want to see Delirium immediately that, you know it's going to happen. We all see it coming. We all know the conclusion of this saga. We're going to go up here and say, okay, our first boss, and it's going to be Delirium. Okay. Our first boss. Hoping for some good items here. Here we go. I mean, you can't say I didn't call it. You knew it was going to happen. We all knew it was going to happen. We all knew it. We all knew it, dude. Every single one of us here watching this video knew it was going to happen. There's not a single soul watching this video who didn't think that that wasn't going to happen. Unless they're probably new or they don't understand the scale of Sinvicta luck. You really don't. It's astounding, really. It is a sight to behold. One that cannot be described. You must see it for yourself. Only then will you imagine and understand the pain that I go through. We've gone through 5% of his HP. If we win this run, and that's not enough to get you to click the like button to help support what I do here, I don't... at that point, I'm not sure what else I could do. Because your boy's out here earning it. Now, you would think that I'd be using Doctor's Remote here offensively, but I'm not. I'm saving any and all charges that we get for Doctor's Remote to use on myself to heal us. The damage that we would get from Doctor's Remote is very, very minuscule on Delirium's HP. Delirium does not care about one singular bomb. We've got him down by 30%. There we go, everybody. We've done it. We're still in the opening stages. Like, you've all seen Delirium. You know that this is just the beginning. I don't think we'll ever see a fix for this boss. I think that this version of Delirium is probably the only version we're ever going to see. Oh, okay. The super suck right there. Heal there on that Ipecac shot. Great block by Guillotine. Oh, I was trying to heal off of that. Wow, okay. So utilizing range here, it's best we can do. The heal. Insta telefrag by Delirium there. Now's when the BS starts happening. Use the strength card to slow him down even more. This effectively doubles the amount of damage that he takes. And we got it done. Good Lord, man. We get out of the random run day here of nightmares I mean, you know it's desperate whenever we take Guillotine. 1 hour. We were moving through that run and then just, ugh. Wow. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that random run day. What a way to start off the next and final week of June here. We only have tomorrow, and then that's it, and it's on to July. So I'm ready for hot dogs, ready for hamburgers and fireworks and all that kind of good stuff. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. I would appreciate it a great deal. It's the best way to support my channel. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing each and every day. As always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to pages of mine like Shapscaps, Marcus, and Medic Wolf. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.